Welcome, my fellow Knickerbockerians. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Knicks on the Call, the number one place to be for live New York Knicks play-by-play with me, your host, Severe Elder. This program is brought to you live from SelfieCast Studio, streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. It's game time! Tonight's featured playoff matchup is your New York Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. It's game one of this Eastern Conference semifinal matchup. So keep it right here, Knicks fans, and get ready to lock in. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call. And we're live. Tip-up is underway. Philadelphia 76ers have the first possession. Here's Joel Embiid over to Tyrese Maxey. Into the lane, kick out to Joel Embiid. Looking to work on Bridges in the foul line area. Back to Tyrese Maxey. Back out to Joel Embiid. Almost a turnover, fling shot from the half court. Shot clock violation. Turnover, Philadelphia 76ers. All right, Knicks fans, your starting five on the floor is Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. Looking to take a Game 1 victory. New York has home court advantage. With the recent victory the 76ers had over the Boston Celtics, gives the New York Knicks the number 3 seed, home court advantage in this round, as we look to exploit Philadelphia in this best of 7 Eastern Conference semis matchup. As we got a foul call on Anunoby trying to get through a screen. Here's Hart guarding VJ over to Paul George, guarded by Anunoby. Paul George spinning, step back, jump shot off the side of the rim and off the backboard, out of bounds. Knicks will have it. 11:15 remaining in the first quarter. No score. Here's Josh Hart looking to work on Kelly Oubre. On the left wing, three-point line extended. He drives inside, puts up a shot, but is blocked by Oubre. Here's Philadelphia the other way. Paul George trying to work on OG Anunoby. On the right wing, gets it over to Maxey. He penetrates, loses the ball. Knicks have possession. Turnover Sixers. Hart out to Bridges inside for the two-hand stuff.
Slamming and jamming.
That time was Mikal Bridges, as New York takes a 2-0 lead early in the first. Here's Edgecombe. Step back on the left wing. Jump shot is good. Here's New York the other way. Hard across the timeline. Three-point line extended over to Brunson on the right wing. Working on VJ. Gets it over to Towns. Towns to the left wing corner to Josh Hart, working on Maxey. Cut to the basket, and we have a kickball as Hart try to feed a cutting Mikal Bridges that time. Kicked out of bounds by Tyrese Maxey. Knicks will have it side out of bounds. Inbound, Brunson to Towns. Being guarded by Edgecombe. He works on Edgecombe, elbow, free throw line jumper is good.
Rising and surprising.
Was Brunson that time. 4-2 New York lead. 9:44 remaining in the first. Here's Maxey over to George. Trying to work on Anunoby, and we have a whistle. Looks like it's going to be on Towns. He'll pick up his first. Here's Embiid looking to work on Towns. Towns stripped the ball out of bounds. Sixers will retain possession. It's a 4-2 New York lead over Philadelphia. Looking inbounds is Maxey. Takes it over to the left wing corner to George. Out to Embiid, working on Towns. Elbow extended, and he's stripped by Towns. Here comes Hart the other way, and a foul. Call on the reach in that time on Joel Embiid. That'll be his first. As we take a look at the replay, Towns with some great defensive hands that time, guarding Joel Embiid. And on the other end, as Hart made a move to the basket, he drew a foul on Joel Embiid. Knicks will have it side out of bounds. Inbound Brunson to Towns. Towns, three-point shot on the left wing is good. Here's Philadelphia the other way. Maxey over to Paul George, gets a screen from Embiid, pull up, right wing three, no good, rebound Towns. Brunson has it, cross the timeline, back over to Towns. Towns looking to penetrate, he's getting mauled, no call. Surveying, Towns on the left wing. And looks like we'll have a New York turnover as he tried to find Brunson on the backdoor cut. Philadelphia into the front court. Here's Joel Embiid, sees a double team. Kicks it out over the Edgecombe, swing to Paul George for a top of the key three. 7-5 New York lead. Here's Karl Anthony Towns. 3-point line extended. Gets it over to Bridges, working on Maxey. Back to Towns. D8 show to Bridges. Gets a switch on Embiid. Looks to post up. Kicks it over to Hart. Hart, right wing three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Maxey. He brings it across court. Looking to work on Bridges. Kicks it over to VJ Edgecombe. He takes a deep corner three over Anunoby, and it's good. 8-7, 6 a lead. 7:53 remaining in the first. Here's Brunson over to Karl Anthony Towns. Surveying inside the 3-point line on the left wing. Gets it over to Josh Hart, working on Kelly Oubre. Dribbles left. Finds a cut in Bridges in the lane. Shot clock is dwindling down. Bridges gets the shot up off the side iron. No good as the shot clock expired. Here's Maxey the other way. Gets a screen from Bridges. From Embiid. Pull up jumper, right wing elbow. No good. Knicks in transition. Here's Josh Hart working on Embiid. Floated to the rim. No good. As Towns went up for the rebound and took a hard spill onto his backside, and he's agonizing in pain right now as he took a hard fall that time. As we take a look at the replay, going for the loose ball rebound, and couldn't quite get his feet under him. Took a hard spill that time. He gets up gingerly as he walks over to the bench. And they call a foul on Towns on the play. And we'll have a timeout. You're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. This program is brought to you by SelfieCast Studio. Streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. As we'll return after these messages. Back to live action. Karl Anthony Towns, who took a fall before the commercial break, is back into the game. Looks like he's all right, and he'll resume action here early in the first quarter. Philly with an 8-7 lead over New York. New York has it. Here's Brunson driving inside. Left hand push shot from the elbow is good. As we take a look at the replay, Brunson working on Edgecombe. As he gets the jumper to fall, looking to complete the three-point play. And it's good. (10-8). New York Knicks lead with 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here's Joel Embiid on the right block, looking to exploit Towns, and he picks up a foul on Towns. And that'll be his second foul. Two on Towns. And that may regulate him to the bench early as Mitchell Robinson looks to check in. Here's Embiid to the line, shooting 2. First shot is up and good. 10-9 New York lead with 6:55 remaining in the first quarter. As Towns ahead to the bench. On the floor is Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson. Embiid's second attempt is up and good. Tied at 10 all. Here's Brunson, cross the half-court line. Pull up 3, right wing, rattles around, no good. Embiid with the rebound. He's looking to push. Gets it over to Paul George. Paul George working on Robinson. Pull up 3 straight on is good. 13-10. Philadelphia lead over New York. Here's Brunson on the left wing. 3-point line extended. Gets a screen from Robinson, and Robinson rolls and catches the Gotham lob from Jalen Brunson. Here's Philly back the other way. 3-pointer Edgecombe is no good. 13-12 Philadelphia lead, 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. Off the DHO from Mitchell Robinson. Stop, pops at the free throw line is good. Here's Maxey the other way. Gets it over to Paul George. Inside Embiid working on Robinson on the left wing. He asks for a clear out. He drives. Drop off to Kelly Oubre for the two-hand slam. 15-14, 6 lead. Here's Brunson. Gets a screen from Mitchell Robinson. Driving, left hand into the lane. Scoop shot is good.
Wheeling and dealing.
That time was Jalen Brunson. 16-15 New York lead. Here's Maxey working on Bridges. Gets a screen, drop off to Joel Embiid, looking to work on Robinson on the left block. Pump fakes, gets him to bite on it, and Robinson will send Joel Embiid to the line for free throws. As we take a look at this replay, the Jalen Brunson Gotham lob to Mitchell Robinson that time. And then Jalen Brunson penetrates, gets the scoop hand shot, left-handed shot to give New York the lead. Here's Embiid at the line, shooting 1 out of 2, and he banks it. Game is tied 16-all. As we get a substitution into the game, Miles McBride replaces OG Anunoby. Here's Joel Embiid's second attempt. And it's good. 17-16 Philadelphia lead. Brunson across the timeline. 3-point line extended. Gets a screen from Mitch. Pump fake around the free throw line area. Gets it back out to McBride. Working on Quentin Grimes. And the ref waves off the basket. And it'll be a foul on Quentin Grimes. Apparently the foul was on the floor. The ref says no basket. Knicks will have it side out. Here's Brunson. Gets it into Mitchell Robinson. Back to Brunson. Driving right. Stop, pop at the free throw line. Elbow step back is good.
Rising and surprising.
Was Brunson that time. Here's Joel Embiid. 3-point line extended. Gets it to Maxey. Maxey probing in the lane. Back out to Embiid. Pump fakes. Trying to get Mitchell Robinson to bite. Step back. Jump shot over Mitchell Robinson is good. Joel Embiid percolating early in this one. 19-18, 6 a lead, 4 minutes remaining in the first. Here's Brunson with the right wing 3-pointer right in the grill of Paul George. Gives the Knicks a 21-19 lead. Here's Philadelphia the other way. They're looking to exploit Mitchell Robinson. Inside Embiid. Embiid pulls up. Way off that time. Rebound Jalen Brunson. Gets it across the timeline. Looking to get a screen from Mitch. Being guarded by Quentin Grimes. Gets it over to McBride. McBride, pull up 3-point right wing is good.
Rising and surprising.
That time was Miles McBride. Deuce with the 3-point shot as we take a look at the replay. First, we get a 3-pointer from Brunson. Rising up over Paul George with the step back. Right wing 3. Then the dime over the Deuce in the corner for the 3-point make. Knicks lead 24-19. And we'll pause for station identification. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfiecast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfiecast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knickerbockerins, back to live action. Knicks lead 24-19 early in this one with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here's Paul George looking to drive. Jump shot no good off the front rim. Clarkson the rebound the other way. On the floor for New York, Mitchell Robinson, Jordan Clarkson, Miles McBride, Anunoby, and Jalen Brunson. As we get a stoppage in play, looks like Philadelphia has deployed the Hacker Mitch early in this one, sending him to the line for two. First free throw is hard. Back iron, no good. Mitchell Robbins' second attempt is on the way. Shot is up. No good. Rebound, Philadelphia. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Looking to work on McBride. Into Embiid. Pass over to Quentin Grimes. Three-point shot is no good. Rebound Mitchell Robinson out to Jalen Brunson. Working on Maxey. Picks up his dribble and looks like we got another stoppage in play. And looks like they're going to put Mitchell Robinson back at the line. As the Sixers are going to the Hacker Mitch early in this one. Robinson to the line for two. First attempt is up and it's no good. (24-19) with 2:40 remaining in the first. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to live New York Knicks play-by-play with me, Severe Elder. Knickerbockerins, I need you to tap in. Drop your score predictions right now. Mitchell Robinson, second attempt, rattles in and out. Philadelphia rebounds. Tyrese Maxey into the front court and tries to split a double team, and looks like there's going to be a foul call. And he'll go to the line to shoot two free throws. This foul will be assessed to Deuce McBride. Tyrese Maxey at the line, shooting two. First free throw attempt is good. As we get a substitution into the game for New York, Ariel Hukporti will replace Mitchell Robinson. 24-20. New York lead with 2:30 remaining in the first. Tyrese's second attempt is good. 24-22, New York lead. Here's Brunson in the front court. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby with a screen from Hukporti. Lean in shot, looking for a foul. No call, but it gets it to go off the backboard for the 17-footer. Here's Joel Embiid. Over to Kelly Oubre. He penetrates, loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover to Sixers. Knicks will have it, and they give it right back. As the inbound pass was disrupted by Kelly Oubre and off of Brunson. Out of bounds. Sixers ball. They'll have it underneath. They'll have it side out in front of their bench. Joel Embiid looking to inbound. Gets it over to Kelly Oubre, guarded by Brunson. Inside to Joel Embiid. And he'll draw foul as he flips the shot to the basket, or the refs say it'll be on the floor. No basket attempt. (26-21) New York lead. 1:59 remaining in the first quarter. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap in with me in the chat. As Joel Embiid's free throw attempt is good. 27-22, New York leads early in this one. Joel's second free throw attempt is good. 27-23, New York lead. Here's Brunson. Guarded by Oubre. Gets a screen from Mitch. Right to left crossover. Left, in and out dribble. Hang dribble, step back. Left wing, no good. Rebound Sixers. Here's Tyrese Maxey looking to move the other way. Working on Clarkson. Drop off to Oubre. And he's rejected inside by OG Anunoby. Here's OG the other way. 3-point line extended. Driving left. Left side into the basket. Up and good that time. OG Anunoby.
Driving and thriving.
With the left hand layup. Here's Maxey the other way. Looking to put pressure on the defense. Gets it over to Oubre. Turnover 76ers as he stepped out of bounds. Court 50-foot wide. Not wide enough for Kelly Oubre that time. As the Knicks will have it. Here's Brunson into the front court. Working on Oubre. Over to Anunoby. Gets a screen from Mitchell. Anunoby, left hand dribble. Foul line shot. And he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for two. Fouled by Edwards on the play. Duped him with the pump fake. And he got fouled on his free throw line attempt jumper. Anunoby, first free throw attempt is up and good. It'll be a 30-23 New York Knicks lead. Substitution, Paul George back into the game, replacing Edwards. OG Anunoby capped off a spectacular first round, averaging just under 22 points and 8.5 rebounds. New York lead with 45 seconds remaining in the first. Here's Embiid over to Grimes. Back to Embiid. Embiid inside. Layup no good. Battle for the rebound. Mitchell Robinson has it. Here's McBride the other way. Gets a screen, declines it. Working on Quentin Grimes. Spinorama. Shot is up. Free throw line area and good.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time was Miles McBride. Gives the Knicks an early 10-point lead in this one. 15 seconds remaining in the first. Maxey looking to work on McBride. Gets a screen from Embiid. He penetrates. Drops off. Back to Embiid. And we'll have a foul. As Maxey will go to the line for free throws. As he drew a foul on Mitchell Robinson. 7.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Karl Anthony Towns will look to check back into the game. Tyree's first free throw is up and good. Substitution. Landry Shamet in the game. On the floor with Clarkson, Anunoby, McBride, and Brunson. Edgecombe is back into the game for Philadelphia. A lot of substitutions by both coaches. Trying to out-strategize one another in this one. Here's Tyree's second attempt is up, and it's good. 33-25, New York lead. New York looks to finish the first quarter strong. Here's McBride. 2 seconds on the game clock, and looks like he ran into a double team, and he gets hit. And it'll be a kick ball. Knicks should retain possession with 1.7 remaining. Another substitution into the game. Karl Anthony Towns looking to replace Landry Shamet. On the floor with McBride, Brunson, Clarkson, and Anunoby. 1.7 seconds remaining. Knicks look to get a shot off before the end of the first quarter. Inside to Brunson. It's up. No good. Off the back of the backboard, and that'll close out the first quarter in this one. Game one of your Eastern Conference semifinals. New York Knicks lead 33-25. And we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back after a word from our sponsors. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call. my fellow Knickerbockers, back with the second quarter. If you're just joining in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap in with me in the chat. As New York has the possession of the second quarter, as Karl-Anthony Towns finds Anunoby inside for a strong basket inside. Here's Philadelphia the other way. Paul George over to Quentin Grimes, swing over to Kelly Oubre, three, no good. Rebound Alvarado on the floor with McBride, Bridges, Towns, and Anunoby. Here's Alvarado, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to McBride. Back to Alvarado, gets it to Karl-Anthony Towns for a left wing corner three, no good. Sixers the other way. Paul George over to Andre Drummond, kicks it over to the corner for Quentin Grimes, three, no good. Rebound Towns, out to Alvarado. Surveying, calls for a screen, gets it over to Karl-Anthony Towns, drives, two big steps, inside, no good. Rebound, put back. Is good.
Pounding and astounding.
That time, Karl-Anthony Towns with his own putback shot. Knicks lead 37-25. Here's Philadelphia, pull up left wing three. Paul George is good. 28-37, Philly trails. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns surveying, gets a cut in backdoor. Alvarado that time off the beautiful feed from Karl-Anthony Towns. Here's Philly the other way. Paul George, pull up, jump shot, no good. Rebound Drummond, and looks like we'll have a foul on this play. As we take a look at the replay of Karl-Anthony Towns eating up a lot of paint with those two big steps inside. Back to live action. Philly inbounds, side out. Paul George has it. Dump off inside to Kelly Oubre for a two-handed jam. Knicks lead 39-39, 45 remaining in the second. Here's Anunoby, looking to work on VJ Edgecombe, sees a double team, kicks it out, loses the ball, turnover, Oubre, outlet to Quentin Grimes. On the left wing, cross-court pass to VJ Edgecombe for a three-point shot, no good. Rebound, Andre Drummond, but he'll be called for a foul as he pushed Karl-Anthony Towns in the back that time. He'll be charged for the over-the-back foul. Substitution for New York. Mitchell Robinson is back into the game. Alongside Alvarado, Bridges, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Josh Hart. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns working on Paul George. Try to flips it over to Josh Hart, and it's a New York Knicks turnover. Here's Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes looking to work on Bridges. Gets it over to Paul George. Gets a screen from Drummond. Fumbles the ball. Turnover Josh Hart. Over to Mikal Bridges for the two-handed dunk on the fast break.
Huffing and stuffing.
That time was Mikal Bridges. Here's Philly the other way. Paul George inside with a kick-out pass to Kelly Oubre for a right wing three is good. And we'll have a stoppage in play Looks like New York wants to talk it over. Timeout, Knicks. And we'll get a word from our sponsors. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
All right, my fellow Knickerbockerans. Back to live action. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Knicks on the Call, live New York Knicks play-by-play. Knicks will have it in the front court. Bridges whips a pass over to Josh Hart. In the corner for a left wing three is good.
Rising and surprising.
New York leads 44-33. Jump shot Maxey no good. New York the other way. Josh Hart tried to whip a pass over to Alvarado, but he's fouled. As VJ Edgecombe looked like he got him that time. As Hart has a chuckle with the referee. Back to live action. Knicks side inbounds. Alvarado three-point attempt is up, no good. Knicks lead 44-33 with 7:50 remaining. Here's Maxey trying to put pressure on the defense, drives inside, and looks like he's going to draw a foul as he took it right inside to miss Mitchell Robinson. And that'll be his third, as Mitchell Robinson appears to be a bit gimpy. Not quite sure where he might have gotten hit at on that play. Maxey to the free throw line. First attempt is up and good. Substitution into the game. Anunoby replaces Mitchell Robinson. It's a 44-34 New York Knicks lead. 7:50 remaining in the second. Tyrese Maxey's second attempt is good. 44-35 Knicks lead. Here's Alvarado into the front court. On the floor with Bridges, Towns, Harden, and Anunoby. Bridges driving right. Sees a double team. Stop. Pull up. Jumper is good. Here's Philly the other way. Edgecombe looking to work on Alvarado. Foul line extended. Turns the ball over as Bridges collapsed to show the double team. Alvarado to Bridges, back to Alvarado. Back to Karl Anthony Towns looking for the DHO. Nothing there. Drives. Hero step through. Shot is up off the backboard. No good. Rebound Drummond to Edgecombe. Edgecombe to Maxey. Stop. Pop. 3-point. Shot is short. Philly gets the rebound. Back to Maxey, who drives right inside with the right hand layup. And New York has possession. Josh Harden to the front court. 46-37 New York lead. Over to Alvarado. To Towns. 3-point shot. Right wing is good.
Rising and surprising.
Karl Anthony Towns. That time from 3. Shooting 2 of 3 from the 3-point line with 8 points early in this one. Let me know how you're feeling out there, Knickerbockerians. You're tuned in to Knicks on the Call with me, Severe Elder, as we get a timeout. Be sure to lock with me. Tap in the chat. Let me know how you feeling early in this one. Give me your score predictions. We're calling Knicks games live. Every run, every play, and everything in between. Hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. As the Knicks have a 49-37 lead early in this one. This matchup could fare to be pretty even. A lot of star power on both sides. Who will win out in this series? Let me know what you think, Knicks fans. Tap in the chat. I want to hear you tell it. This program is brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. right, Knickerbockers back to live action. Knicks lead 49-37. 6:30 remaining in the second quarter. On the floor is Towns, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, and Brunson. Your starting 5 unit. As Philly opens out of the timeout with possession. And looks like we have a whistle on the play. It was on Bridges. Philly has it side out. Here's Embiid. Out to Maxey. Back inside to Embiid, working on Towns on the low block. Gets inside between two Knick defenders and puts it in for a tough basket. Here's Towns. Right wing three surveying. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby looking to work on Maxey. Pull up jumper from the right wing is no good. Here's Philadelphia the other way. Maxey guarded by Brunson. Looking for an Embiid screen. Nothing there. He brings it back out. Gets it back over to Embiid. Embiid long straight on three. Back iron no good. Rebound Josh Hart as he looks to push. Gets it over to Towns. Towns drives inside. Right past Embiid for the two-hand stuff.
Slamming and jamming.
That time was Karl Anthony Towns. Has 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists early in this one. And a steal. Josh Hart into the passing lane. Gets it over to Brunson for a left wing corner three. No good. Rebound Philadelphia. Here's Maxey in the front court. Stop, pop three. No good. Rebound Hart as the pace starts to hasten in this one. Here's Josh Hart coming up the court, and it looks like he'll draw a foul on Quentin Grimes, that time in transition. As we take a look at this phenomenal replay by Karl Anthony Towns, putting the mobility of Joel Embiid to work, saying, let's see if you can guard me on the drive, as he puts it in for a two-hand stuff. 7 points in the quarter for Karl Anthony Towns. 51-39 New York Knicks lead with 5:06 remaining in the second. Knicks will inbound from the side. Brunson into Josh Hart. Josh Hart penetrates, driving left. Kicks it over to Anunoby to the left wing. Drives left baseline. Puts up the left hand layup and is good. That time taking Kelly Oubre to the basket.
Driving and thriving.
Here's Philly the other way. Gets it to Quentin Grimes. Working on Brunson. Kick out to VJ Edgecombe, guarded by Bridges on the right wing. VJ between the legs, crossover, spin, teardrop, floater, no good. Rebound Towns. Almost stolen by VJ. Gets it back, dive on the floor for the loose ball, and we'll have a loose ball foul on VJ Edgecombe. As him and Brunson went to the floor in a battle for the 50-50 ball. And Knicks will retain possession. Inbound to Brunson into the front court with the starting 5 on the floor. Gets it over to Bridges. Over to Anunoby. Driving left. Trying to back down Oubre. Kicks it back out to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns probing. Drives. Has VJ Edgecombe on him. Kicks it back out to Anunoby. Anunoby pump fake, drive, stop, pull up shot. Good on the left wing just prior to the shot clock expiring. Here's Philly on the other end. Quentin Grimes driving, drop off to Oubre. Flip shot at the basket, no good. Out of bounds. And Scott Forster says Philly will have it. 55-39 New York Knicks lead with 3:46 remaining as Mike Brown calls a timeout and gives a finger to the ref, saying he wants to challenge the out of bounds call on this one. And we'll take a timeout as the ref will review the play. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know how you're feeling in the comments below. All right, Knickerbockerins, back to live action as we went to the break on a Mike Brown challenge that was successful. Call is overturned as it was ruled out off the pinky of Kelly Oubre. Here's Brunson into the front court. Over to Hart. Hart drives to the middle. Puts it up and in over VJ Edgecombe.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time was Josh Hart to give the Knicks a 57-39 lead with 3:15 remaining in the second. Here's Maxey over to Oubre. Oubre penetrates, driving left. Flip shot at the basket is good as he draws a foul on the inside. As Kelly Oubre looks to go to the line to complete the three-point play. Shot is up and good. (57-42) Knick lead, 3 minutes remaining in the second. Here's Brunson. Over the Cat, back to Brunson. Looking to work on Embiid. Drives by him. Stop, pops. Free throw line extended is good.
Rising and surprising.
That time was Jalen Brunson, who got past a slow-footed Embiid. Here's Tyrese Maxey looking to penetrate. Flip shot at the basket is good, and it looks like they'll call a foul. And it looks like they're going to assess it to Karl Anthony Towns. And that'll be his third. And that one there might send Towns to the bench for the remainder of the second half. We'll see, as he's substituted for Ariel Hukporti. 3 fouls on 2 of New York big men apiece between Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson, both having a seat on the pine. Hukporti seeing some early playoff action minutes. On the floor with Anunoby, Hart, Brunson, and Bridges, as Oubre completes the three-point play. Here's Brunson. Across the timeline, sees a double, gets it out to Hart. Hart whips it over. Cross court to Anunoby. Out to Bridges. Left wing, pull up three, no good. Rebound, Josh Hart. Gets it back over to Bridges. Corner three, left wing is good.
Rising and surprising.
That time, Mikal Bridges. from the corner has 9 points. Shooting 4 of 6 from the field early in this one. Joel Embiid looking to work on Huck Porty. Foul line area jumper, no good. Rebound, Hart. Hart looking to penetrate. Kicks it out to Brunson, but will have a stoppage in play as the basket is waved off. And looks like Josh Hart might have gotten fouled on the play. Knicks will have possession. Josh Hart to the line for 2. 62-45 New York. Knicks lead with 1:59 remaining in the second. As Josh Hart front rims his first attempt. Shooting 73% on the season from the foul line. To no avail that time. Be sure to check in with me, Knickerbockerians, for the halftime check. Give me your thoughts on how you feel about this one so far. As Josh Hart's second attempt bounces around off the rim and the backboard and good. Here's Embiid working on Anunoby, and he muscles him inside. Brunson the other way, across the timeline, right to left crossover. Flip shot up inside is good.
Gyrating, devastating.
Brunson that time was looking for a foul call, didn't get one as he appeared to get hit on the wrist. Here's Philly. George on Hart, pull up. Top of the free throw line, extended jumper is good. 65-49. New York Knicks lead. Here's Brunson. Stop, pop. Left wing 3. Bounces up and over the rim and good.
Rising and surprising.
68-49 New York lead. Here's Maxey the other way, putting pressure on the defense with a reverse right hand scoop shot is good. Knicks the other way. Hard over to Brunson. Looking to work on Grimes. Left to right crossover between the legs. Gets Grimes in the air. Takes a shot, 3-pointer, no good, but he'll draw the foul as he got Grimes to commit that time. And he'll go to the line. Shooting 3. As we take a look at the replay here. Brunson off the curl action. Pull up 3-point shot. Hits the front of the rim and rolls over and good. Back to live action. Brunson at the line. His first attempt is up and it's good. 69-51. New York Knicks lead with 44.7 seconds remaining in the first half. Brunson's second attempt is up and good. Substitution into the game, McBride for Anunoby. As the Knicks lead 70-51 early in this one. Brunson third free throw attempt is up and good. Knicks with a strong 20-point lead, 71-51. Here's Philadelphia. Maxey, screen Embiid. Maxey, stop. 3-pointer at the top of the key, no good. Rebound, Huck Porty. Gets it over to Hart. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson into the front court. As he'll hold for one with 17 seconds remaining to close the half. Working on Paul George. Left to right crossover to McBride. Over to Josh Hart. As the shot clock expired. No good. Rebound. Bridges comes up with it. Out to Brunson for the long range right wing 3. Just as the half expires.
Rising and surprising.
To give New York a commanding 23-point lead going into the half as Brunson finishes the first half with a strong 27 points. Shooting 71.4% from the field as he's on a heater. And we'll talk about it when we return for the halftime check. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Studio, a broadcasting company.
Get ready to leave it on scene. It's the halftime check, live with Knicks on the Call.
All right, my fellow Knickerbockerians, we're at the halftime check. Let me know how you're feeling right now as the Knicks are out to a commanding lead early in this one. As we take a look at the first half box score, Jalen Brunson leading the way with a strong 27 points, followed by Mr. Bulldozer Finesse, OG Anunoby, 13 in this one, on pace to finish with 20 plus, as he's been averaging 22 so far in this playoffs, showing his value not only as a wing defender, but as a premier scorer for this team. And Mr. Swiss Army Knife himself, Josh Hart, doing his best to impact the game in every category, has 6 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. And Karl Anthony Towns with a solid 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Mikal Bridges even chipped in with 9 points early in this one. Hopefully that'll keep him going as we can get a little more production out of him. Not too much scoring thus far from the bench, as the impact has been minimal. Needless to say, the starters have been doing all the heavy lifting early in this one. As we take a look at the field goal comparison, 65.9% from the field. New York over Philly. New York shooting an astounding 9 of 17 from 3 for 52.9% from the field, as Philly is only shooting 31.3%. And a nice stat to look for is the 16 assists, on pace for 30 assists if they keep this up. Total rebounds almost even there. Knicks out rebounding Philly by 5, 20 to 15. Both teams are doing a fairly good job of taking care of the ball. But it's been the captain clutch Jalen Brunson show. In 18 minutes of play with 27 points. Looking to finish at this rate with at least 35, 40 points. We'll see how it plays out in the second half, as we look for the Knicks to continue to be dominant in this one. Matchup to watch between Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns looks pretty even thus far, as Embiid has 12 points and 3 rebounds to Karl Anthony Towns 10 points and 4 rebounds, and he's besting Embiid in the assist category, as it's a strong possibility the Cat could finish with a triple-double. And that'll do it for the halftime check. Let me know how you're feeling out there, Knicks fans. Good, bad, or indifferent. I want to hear you tell it. Leave it on scene in the comments below. Give me your score predictions. How do you think this one is going to finish? And be sure to always hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're calling Knicks game live. Every play, every run in, everything in between. So stay locked in. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe. Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe. Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, severe, yeah.
All right, Knickerbockers, as we get you underway with the second half, Knicks will have the possession to open the third. It's a 71-54 New York Knicks lead. Here's Towns looking to find a cutting backdoor Anunoby, and the pass is awry off the hands of Anunoby and out of bounds. Here's Philadelphia the other way. Embiid has it, guarded by Towns. Over to Oubre. Gets past Brunson. Brunson gets into the passing lane. Steals the ball. Gets it out to Hart for a transition layup. Good steal from Brunson that time, as Embiid takes a jumper, no good, rebound and put back by Kelly Oubre. 76-53 New York lead with 10:58 remaining in the third. Brunson across the timeline, Anunoby. Over to Towns, surveying three-point line extended. DHO to Brunson. Brunson, right to left crossover. Try to whips the pass over to Anunoby, but stolen by Edgecombe. Out to Maxey. Penetrates on Hart. No good. Here's New York the other way. Bridges to Hart to Cat. Wide open three, passes on it. Kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges to Hart in the corner. Inside to Cat. Overthrows him that time. As he tried to post feed Cat. Working on Kelly Oubre. But overthrew the pass out of bounds. And Philly will have it coming the other way. Here's Maxey in the front court. Over to the left side to George. Feed to Embiid on the block, working on Towns. Here's the double by Bridges. Embiid kicks it out and is stolen by Brunson. Outlet to Anunoby, who takes it inside for the two-handed hammer.
Huffing and stuffing.
That time was Anunoby off the Brunson stealing outlet pass. Here's Philly back the other way, and Paul George stops and pops a right wing three. He has 14 points, shooting 4 or 5 from 3. 78-56, New York lead over Philly. 9:30 in the third. Here's Towns working on George. Over to Brunson. Brunson surveying, gets it to Towns. Towns looking to exploit. Oubre sees a double, kicks it out, gets it over to Bridges. Inside for the put-up layup.
Moving, grooving.
That time was Mikal Bridges. Here's Maxey. Turns the ball over. And Bridges that time, who got into the passing lane and stole it from Maxey. And then route the other way on transition. Maxey takes a foul. As we take a look at the replay, Brunson outletting the Anunoby for the two-hand stuff. Back to live action. Knicks have it side out. Brunson in the Towns, back to Brunson. Anunoby screen. Brunson sees 2. Gets the ball to Bridges. Out to Anunoby. Left wing 3 is good.
Rising and surprising.
As Philadelphia and Nick Nurse wants to talk it over. 83-56 New York lead. 18 points from Anunoby as he's still got the hot hand carrying it over from the last in previous series into this one. Anunoby giving you strong production. As we'll take a timeout and get a word from our sponsors.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's severe elder, yeah.
Yeah, severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's severe elder, yeah.
Yeah, severe, yeah.
All right, Knickerbockerins, back to live action. Your New York Knicks with a commanding 83-56 lead over the Sixers. As Philly coming out of the timeout gets a stuff inside from VJ Edgecombe. Here's Brunson the other way, across the timeline to Bridges. Bridges driving inside, layup no good. Rebound put back. Karl Anthony Towns.
Resounding, rebounding.
That time, Karl Anthony Towns on the putback. Here's Edgecombe working on Towns. Towns blocked. Edgecombe shot that time as he tried to pump fake him. Here's Edgecombe inside. Left hand scoop shot. Gets past Brunson and it's good. Here's Brunson the other way. Knicks with a 25-point lead, 85-60. Inside to Bridges, who drops it off to Towns. Inside.
This unit is switching, driving, and thriving.
That time, Bridges to Towns. Here's Sixers the other way. George working on Anunoby. Cross-court pass to Edgecombe, whips it to Tyrese Maxey, back to George. Three-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Anunoby. Gets it over to Bridges. 87-60 New York lead. 7:10 remaining in the third. Here's Bridges. Gets it to Towns. Towns with the straight on three. Over Embiid is good.
Rising and surprising.
That time, Karl Anthony Towns gives the Knicks a 30-point lead. 90-60. As we have a stoppage in play, looks like Joel Embiid drew a foul. He'll go to the line. As we take a look at this replay from Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, if he didn't know, somebody better tell him that he needs to get a hand up. You can't leave Karl Anthony Towns wide open like that for a dead-on three. Back to live action. Embiid at the line for two. New York leads 90-60. 6:57 remaining in the third. First free throw by Embiid is up and good. (90-61). New York Knicks lead. Embiid's second free throw is no good. As he'll go to the line for a third shot. That previous shot, they did credit him for the three-point attempt. So he'll look to shoot the third free throw attempt right here. Hit the first, missed the second. Third attempt is up, and it's good. Brings Philadelphia within 28. 90-62 with 6:50 remaining in the third. On the floor is Hart, Brunson, Towns, Bridges, and Anunoby. As Karl Anthony Towns takes another three-point shot from the right wing, no good. Here's Philly in the front court. Edgecombe has it, gets a screen from Embiid. Drives left-hand scoop shot, no good. Rebound, Towns. Gets it out to Brunson. Brunson over to Hart. Hart penetrate. Whips the pass over to Bridges in the corner for the right wing corner three.
Rising and surprising.
That time was Mikal Bridges with the setup play from Josh Hart. Here's Paul George working on Hart. Gets the switch on the Bridges. Behind the back dribble, crossover, weaving. Shot is up in the lane, good, and he'll draw foul. And that'll send Paul George to the line. It's a 93-64 New York Knicks lead. If you're just joining in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call with your host, Severe Elder. Be sure to hit that like button. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And leave your comments below. It's the Eastern Conference Semifinals playoff matchup between your New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Knicks on their quest to a finals run. Back to live action. Paul George free throw attempt is up and good as he completes the three-point play. Substitution into the game, Mitchell Robinson for Karl Anthony Towns, who's subjugated to the bench with 4 fouls. Here's Brunson working on Edgecombe. Gets into his body flip shot, no good. Outlet picked off by Mikal Bridges. Here's McBride. Gets it to Hart. Hart picks up his dribble. Gets it to Miles McBride, left wing, three-point line extended. Over to Bridges. Bridges step back, left wing. 3 is good.
Rising and surprising.
As Bridges is starting to come alive in this one with 17 points, shooting 3 of 5 from the three-point line. 96-65 New York lead as Nick Nurse calls timeout. He wants to talk it over. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company.
my fellow Knickerbockerians. Back to live action. Sixers ball inbounding from the side. Edgecombe working on McBride. Gets it over to Edwards for a straight on three, and it's good. 96-68. New York lead with 5 minutes remaining in the third. Here's Brunson. Over to Bridges. Screen Mitchell Robinson. Out to McBride. Left wing three. Front iron no good. Rebound Grimes. Philly the other way. Grimes working on Bridges. Over to the left side to Edwards. To the left corner to Drummond. For a left corner three. No good. Rebound Hart. Hart into the front court. Gets it to Mikal Bridges. Gets a screen from Mitchell Robinson. Drives left. Whips it back out to Hart, but he'll pick up a foul as it'll be assessed to Andre Drummond. Looks like he gave Bridges a little hip check that time on the drive, sending him out of bounds. And he picks up a foul. Substitution, New York. Anunoby replaced Josh Hart. Jordan Clarkson into the game as well. On the floor is Clarkson, Anunoby, McBride, Robinson, and Brunson. Brunson the inbound to Mitchell Robinson. Half court line extended. Is Brunson probing inside. Left hand shot off the glass. No good. Battle for the loose ball. Knicks will have it as Jordan Clarkson that time battling it out with VJ Edgecombe for the loose ball rebound. Knocked out of bounds on Edgecombe. New York will retain possession. It's a 96-68 lead. And we'll have a break in the action. All right, Knickerbockerins, if you're just joining us, you're listening to live New York Knicks play-by-play. It's Knicks on the Call with me, your host, Severe Elder. Be sure to tap in with me now. Drop your score predictions. As Philadelphia took a timeout to challenge the out-of-bounds play. Call is overturned. It indeed went off a Knick player. Philly will have it in the backcourt, side out. Quentin Grimes looking to inbound. Pass deflected by Deuce McBride, but Philly will retain possession. Here's Grimes into the front court. Whips it over to Andre Drummond, who steps out of bounds. Here's Brunson the other way. Here's the screen from Mitchell Robinson. Brunson over to Clarkson. Fumbles the ball. Turns it over. Philadelphia has it. Edgecombe on the left wing. Gets it to the middle of the floor to Grimes. Kicks out to Drummond for a right wing. 3 pump fake. No. Drives, backs in. Trying to body up Mitchell Robinson. And we have a foul on the play. As it's called on OG Anunoby, who came over to help Robinson that time, as Andre Drummond looked to back him down on the left side. That'll be Anunoby's third. Philly will retain possession. Here's Edgecombe. Over to the corner to Edwards, 3. Short side iron rebound, Philly. Out to Edgecombe. Swing over to Grimes. Back to Edgecombe. Straight on 3 is good, as he knocks that one over Deuce McBride. It's a 96-71 New York Knicks lead with 3 minutes remaining in the third. McBride has it. Over to Anunoby on the right side, looking to penetrate, stop, pops. And we have a whistle on the play. And they get OG Anunoby for a traveling violation that time. Philly will have it. Here's Edgecombe. Right wing 3, stop, pop, no good. Rebound Robinson. Brunson brings it across the timeline. Dribbling left to right, right to left. Probes, gets inside in the middle and draws a foul. As he pulled up for his patented left hand. Teardrop floater in the middle of the lane. Gets Edgecombe to commit and over the back foul, as he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 96-71 Knicks lead with 2:40 remaining in the third. Brunson first free throw is up and good. New York has been pretty dominant in this one, extending their playoff play from the last series into this one. Looking clearly like the better team thus far. Time will tell. Here's Edwards. Over to Edgecombe, guarded by McBride. Gets the ball over to Grimes, guarded by Clarkson. Dribbling, fake, spins, kick out pass. Swing over to Edgecombe. He penetrates, sees a wall of Knicks players, and gets his shot stymied by Mitchell Robinson. But they'll call a foul on the play. And it's going to be assessed to Mitchell Robinson for his fourth. As we take a look at the replay, and it looked pretty clean to me. Mike Brown will not challenge the play. It'll send Edgecombe to the line for 2. First shot is up, and he back rims the first attempt. (98-71) New York Knicks lead. 2:16 remaining in the third. Here's Edgecombe's second attempt, no good. We got some off-ball activity. Battling for the rebound was Edwards and Towns. Bona and Towns. And they'll call a foul on Bona for mauling Karl Anthony Towns as they battled for the free throw rebound. Knicks will have it in the backcourt. Side out. Brunson has it. Brings it over the timeline. 15 on the shot clock. Brunson drives. Stop. Pop. Good. Here's Philly the other way. New York with a 171 lead with 1:53 in the third as we get stoppage on the play. It'll be a foul. Looks like it'll be charged on Clarkson. Send Grimes to the line for 2. His first attempt is up and good. Quentin Grimes' second attempt is good. Gives New York 100-73 lead. Here's Anunoby penetrating inside. Picks up his dribble. Finds Clarkson hiding out underneath the basket as the defense collapsed on to him. Give Anunoby the assist. Here's Philly the other way. Grimes trying to work on Brunson, and it'll be an illegal screen. And that'll go against Bona. His second. Turnover, Philadelphia Knicks will have it. Here's Brunson into the front court. Over to Anunoby. Gets it to Huck Porty. In the game with Brunson, Anunoby, McBride, and Clarkson. Here's Brunson. Sees a double. And it'll be another foul, this time on Bona again. A little too aggressive. And gets called for a foul as he hip checked Brunson out of bounds. Knicks will have it. Brunson to the line for 2. His first attempt is up and it's good. 30-point lead. Knicks lead 103-73. 107 remaining in the third. Brunson's second attempt is up and it's good. 104-73 Knick lead. Here's Philly in the front court. Grimes looking to penetrate, rejected with the left hand by Huck Porty. Here's Brunson into the front court as he steadies the ship. He slows it down. Huck Porty screen. Brunson, right wing, extended, penetrates, gets inside the lane, flip shot, teardrop is good.
Shot rating devastating.
That time, Jalen Brunson, who's been pretty dominant in this one so far. Here's Philly. Grimes, pass over to Barlow, who gets it to fall. Brunson has 35 in this one. Here's McBride with 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. 6-second shot clock, the game clock. Bride pulls up. 3-point shot, right wing is good.
Rising and surprising.
Splashing it that time. Here's Philly with the clock winding down. Grimes takes a step back, left wing 3. Leaves 0.2 seconds on the clock as he nails it. That'll close out the third. Knicks lead 109-78. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knickerbockerins, back to live action. Sixers will have the possession coming out of the timeout. Here's Barlow, step back three, no good. Rebound, Ariel Hukporty. On the floor with Alvarado, McBride, Shamet, and Clarkson, as the Knicks enjoy a 31-point lead. Here's Alvarado. Over to McBride, working on Grimes. Top of the key, three-point shot is up, no good. Rebound, Philadelphia. As the clearing of the benches to start the fourth is underway by both teams. As we have a turnover by Philadelphia. Knicks will have it. Here's Hukporty. Curl. DHO to Alvarado. Wings it over to McBride for a right wing three. No good. Rebound, Hukporty. Gets it out to Shamet. Shamet tries to pass inside, but it's deflected. Into the backcourt, Shamet recovers. Shamet working on Bowen for the pull-up foul line shot, no good off the front rim as the shot clock expired. Battle for the loose ball on the rebound, knocked out of bounds by the Knicks. Ricochets out of bounds. New York, Philly will have possession in the backcourt. New York with all of their bench players on the floor, enjoying a comfortable lead in this one. It's been all New York, all Knicks early in this one. A lot of action going on here as the ball gets knocked out of bounds as Watford penetrated into the lane to no avail. Ball ended up out of bounds on the scramble. Philly will have it. Watford into Bona. Bona looking to drive. Full steam ahead. And McBride, who stands firm outside of the circle, picks up a charging foul. As it's assessed to Bona on that one. A little too aggressive. Didn't account for McBride in the lane. As Walker checks into the game for Philadelphia. Replaces Bona. Here's Alvarado. Left hand dribble on the left wing. Out to Clarkson. Clarkson penetrates. Gets tied up. Jump ball. As Bowen got his hands on that pass to tie up Clarkson. As McBride will head to the bench. Replaced by Tyler Kolek. On the floor with Alvarado, Shamet, Clarkson, and Huck Porty. Here's the jump at the foul line. Philly wins the jump. Here's Watford working on Clarkson. Turnover. Stripped by Clarkson. Gets his hand in to the dribble of Watford. Kolek over to Alvarado, who takes a dead-on three and nails it.
Rising and surprising.
That time was Grand Theft Alvarado. 112-78 Knick lead. Here's Grimes penetrating. Kicks it out to Barlow. Jump right hook is good that time. Here's the Knicks the other way. Stop, pop. Left wing three, Alvarado, no good. Rebound, Huck Porty. Turns the ball over. Walker has it to Grimes. Over to Bowen for the three. To Terry. As he knocks down a three. Pressure in the backcourt by Terry on Alvarado. Gets it over the timeline. Gets it over to Huck Porty. Huck Porty gets it stripped. Gets it right back. Here's Clarkson, who ends up with it. Whip the pass over to Shamet to Kolek. For a left wing corner three is good.
Rising and surprising.
On a scramble, broken play, ends up in a three-point corner shot for Tyler Kolek. Here's Philly. As we have a battle for loose ball. It'll be between Kolek and Walker. As we'll have a jump ball at the foul line extended between Tyler Kolek and Terry. As Alvarado is substituted for the neophyte Pacome Daddier, who's checked into the game. as the Knicks enjoy a comfortable 32-point lead, 115-83 with 8:40 remaining in the fourth. On the floor is Shamet, Kolek, Clarkson, Daddier, and Hukporti. Here's Walker. Backing down Shamet, flip shot at the rim, no good. Rebound Hukporti. Here's Clarkson the other way. Driving right-handed on the right side. And we'll get a reach and foul on Philadelphia. 115-83. New York Knicks lead. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Knicks on the Call. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Knicks will have it. Here's Pacome Daddier. Whips it over to Clarkson. Clarkson left wing three, no good. Rebound Philly. Here's Terry into the front court. Guarded by Kolek. Between the leg, right to left. Crossover dribble, flip shot at the basket, no good. Rebound Clarkson. Coming the other way, and he turns the ball over, trying to split a double team. Here's Barlow. Gets it over to Watford, over to Terry. Terry inside to Walker, who goes up strong. And he'll go to the line as he's fouled by Jordan Clarkson, no basket. Walker's first free throw attempt is good. Substitution into the game, Diawara replacing Jordan Clarkson. On the floor with Pacome Daddier, Tyler Kolek, Landry Shamet, and Hukporti. Kolek in the front court. Screen Hukporti. Whips it over to the right side at Pacome Daddier, who draws in. Nothing but air on that three. Here's Philly the other way. Walker driving in on Diawara. Kicks it out to Terry. Guarded by Kolek. Kicks it out to Barlow. He penetrates. Left hand layup off the backboard is good. Knicks will have it. Kolek into the front court. Driving left on the left hand side. Alley-oop play to Pacome Daddier, who puts it in. 117-87 New York Knicks lead in a dominant performance. As Philly turns the ball over, Edwards stepped out of bounds. Court 50 feet wide, but not wide enough for him. As we'll take a timeout and get a word from our sponsors. Knicks lead 117-87. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call. Back to live action. Knicks out front with a monstrous lead, displaying their team chemistry and overall dominance in this one, making the Philadelphia 76ers look like the number 7 seed they are. As Tyler Kolek gets into the driving lane and gets a left-hand layup. 119-87. New York Knicks lead. Here's Philadelphia. Turnover. Shamet ends up with the ball. Gets it over to Diawara. Left wing, corner 3. Takes a bounce around. No good. Rebound. Philadelphia. Knicks 5 on the floor is Diawara, Hugporty, Shamet, Daddier, and Kolek. As Barlow penetrates into the lane and draws a foul. It's been all Knicks, all New York in this one. All the Knicks with a knack as they're putting on a superior performance. Dominance across the board. As Barlow first free throw attempt is up and no good. Barlow's second attempt is good. Here's Kolek into the front court, fires it past to Shamet, who almost turned it over. Gets it out to Daddier, who steps out of bounds. Court 50 feet wide. Not wide enough for Daddier that time. Philly will have it in the backcourt. Here's Watford. Hip check Shamet, no call. Kicks it out to Edwards. 3-point shot is up. Bounces around up high, back down and no good. Here's Kolek. Stop, pop. Left wing 3 is good.
Surprising and surprising.
Tyler Kolek with the pull-up 3-point shot, flexing his 3-point prowess. Here's Philadelphia. Edwards trying to drive in on Hugporty, and looks like we'll have a stoppage in play as the ball was deflected out of bounds. Knicks with a commanding lead, 122-88. Philadelphia, Edwards will go to the line to shoot. His first attempt is up and no good. A lot of laughter on the Philadelphia sideline as they're being crushed in this one. 122-89. Knick lead. Here's Diawara in the front court. Gets the ball over to Kolek. Working on Terry. Gets to switch to Barlow. Behind the back. Pull up. Jumper no good. Rebound Hugporty. Gets it back to Kolek. Swing over to Daddier. Swing to Diawara, who takes a long right wing 3, and he nails it that time.
Rising and surprising.
Was Mo Diawara. Knocking down a right wing 3 gives the Knicks a 125-89 lead with 4:50 remaining in the fourth. Here's Philadelphia. Watford. Right wing 3, no good. Rebound Diawara. On the right side, dribbling left. Over to Kolek. Drops it off to Hugporty, who gets the and one with the beautiful dime from Tyler Kolek.
This is switching.
That time, as he fed Hugporty with the sweet drop off for the left-handed layup. He'll go to the line to complete the 3-point play. As the Knicks is the only team to ever win a series and end it by 30 points and open the series winning by 30 points. Incredible landmark statistics being put up in this 2026 playoff New York Knicks first and second round series. As Philadelphia looks to drive inside. That time, Watford picks up a foul on Landry Shamet, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. His first free throw is up and good. $128 to 90. New York has been supreme in this one. Here's Kolek weaving inside the lane. Floater with the left hand is no good. Ball, it goes out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain it. Inbound pass to Watford. Gets it over to Terry. Working on Shamet. Sees a double team. Feeds a backdoor cut in Walker. Great contest that time as he misses the shot. Here's Daddier picking up Edwards. 3-point line extended. He looks to split the double team, and he'll draw a foul. And that'll send Edwards to the line for two as Philly is in the bonus. Edwards' first attempt is good. It's a 128 to 91 New York Knicks lead. Second free throw attempt is no good. Rebound, Huck Porty. Kolek will have it in the front court. Kolek lobs. Miscommunication that time with Huck Porty, but the pass was knocked out of bounds. Deflected by Philadelphia. Knicks will retain possession. Kolek then bounds to Diawara. Diawara, left hand dribble, grab dribble, inside the lane. Layup attempt is good. Here's Philly the other way. Watford looking to drive inside, and looks like we'll have a whistle on the play. Knicks lead 130 to 91 with 3:22 remaining in this one. It's been all New York, all the Knicks with a knack. If you're just joining in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call. New York Knicks live play-by-play. Calling every action, every moment, every play, and everything in between. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments below. As the Knicks will put in the spankety spank smackdown on the Philadelphia 76ers, the first team in playoff history to end a series by 30 points and start a new series winning by 30 points. Here's Shamet over to Daddier, driving left hand scoop flip shot over the rim is good. 132 to 93. New York Knicks lead. As it's been a laugher in this one. As Shamet takes a dead-on three with no one guarding him from deep.
Rising and surprising.
And he nails it to give New York a 135-95 40-point lead. Here's Edwards. Over to Watford, back to Edwards, who takes a dead-on three, and he knocks it down. Here's Diawara the other way. On the floor with Huck Porty, Kolek, Shamet, and Daddier. Diawara looking to get some action in. Gets it over to Huck Porty. Over to the corner to Shamet. Shamet drives left. And he'll dribble it. Sideline out of bounds. And we'll take a timeout. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call. All right, my fellow Knickerbockerians. Knicks were up as many as 40 in this one, as they put on a display of virtuoso, display of dominance, taking game one in this Eastern Conference semi-finals matchup against the 76ers, leading 135-98. as we've entered extensive garbage time early in the fourth quarter in this one. Philadelphia has it. Watford working on Shamet. And Philly gets it to fall. As we take a look, they're going to wave off that basket. Knicks will have it. Here's Shamet. Over to Kolek. Screen Huck Porty. Whips it over to Daddier on the right side. Brings it to the middle. Drops it off to Kolek. Kolek over to Shamet from the left wing. Step back three. No good. Rebound Daddier. Gets it off. Drop off pass to Huck Porty for the two-handed stuff.
Slamming and jamming.
That time Ariel Huck Porty. Stuffing it inside off the drop-off pass from Daddier. Turnover Philadelphia. Knicks the other way. Shamet brings it into the front court and he'll be fouled by Terry with 32.5 seconds remaining in the fourth. Inbounds play and Kolek could just dribble this one out as the Knicks with a 137-98 lead over the Sixers. Will draw a shot clock violation. Philly will have it with 12 seconds remaining in the game as they fail to score 100 points. Let's see if they'll try to score. No, they'll just dribble it out. 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it, folks. The Knicks victorious in this one. Game 1 win over the Philadelphia 76ers. Your score, 137-98. As it was all New York in this one. First team in NBA history. Again, to end the series by 30 and go into the next series leading by 30 plus. As we'll wrap it up and recap it all after this message from our sponsors. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, severe, yeah.
All right, Knickerbockerians. Thank you for tuning in to Knicks on the Call as we witness New York put the biggity beat down, smack down, flip them up rub it down on the Philadelphia 76ers. Victorious in this one by a large margin, 137-98. Knicks enjoyed a 30-plus point lead for the remainder of this one. Throughout the whole game in this one, just pure dominance. As we take a look at the box score, we had Jalen Brunson, the maestro, the captain, the virtuoso, finished with 35 points in this one. And then we take a look at Anunoby, Mr. Bulldozer Finesse himself, finished with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then there was the big bodega, Mr. Catman-Do, Karl Anthony Towns, who finished with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, and managed to throw in 2 blocks for good measure. Mr. Swiss Army Knife, Josh Hart, finished the game with 8 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals. All the starters were plus in the plus-minus category, with OG a plus 22, Hart a plus 24, Karl Anthony Towns a plus 11, and Bridges, who was a plus 19. And leading all plus minuses was Jalen Brunson with a plus 27. As Mikal Bridges managed to chip in 17 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal in a strong showing from him. And Mitchell Robinson, who didn't see but so many minutes in this one, only played a little over 11 minutes in this one, finished the game with 2 points and 4 rebounds. It was pretty much the starters who took control of this one and flexed their muscles all over the Philadelphia 76ers, as they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and take a look at the film. Now, granted, they were coming off a tough series against the Boston Celtics, having went to a Game 7. The turnaround was pretty fast for them, as they had to get adjusted coming into a new series. But it was all Knicks, all New York in this one. You would expect Game 2, Philadelphia is going to come out with a better game plan, having to take time to reflect on what happened in this one. Needless to say, it was a strong performance by New York once again, who dominated the 76ers 137-98. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call with your host, Severe Elder, giving you live, play-by-play, and analysis, and recaps, calling every game live. I want to know how you feel about this one, Knick fans. Knickerbockers, let me know what's going on, good, bad, or indifferent. I want to hear you tell it. As the Knicks come out victorious in this one, setting another playoff franchise win in Knicks history. A plus 39. Words can't express The elation I'm sure everyone is feeling right now. If you're a die-hard Knicks fan like myself, I want to hear you tell it. It's been a fantastic journey thus far. Knicks not only put together a full 48, but put together a masterpiece of a performance in this one. As we take a look at the team summary, Knicks shot 63.1% from the field. 51, a whopping 51.4% from three-point range. Took 37 shots and knocked down 19 of them. And one stat that I like to see is 34 assists. Team assists. 34 to Philadelphia's 15. As the ball was moving around and every Knick had a knack, was able to make a contribution. And another great steal. That's another great stat that speaks to the level of defensive intensity was the steals. Knicks had 10 of them and scored 25 points off of Philly's turnovers. Bested Philly 6-1 in block shots, as their defense has been stellar under the adjustments that Mike Brown has made since Game 5 of the first round. Just a stellar performance on the defensive end. Knicks had 31 defensive rebounds and dominated Philly on the boards 39-28. And that'll do it for me, folks, as we'll be back here on Knicks on the Call for Game 2 from Madison Square Garden on May 6th with a 7 p.m. start. This program was brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. That'll do it for me, Severe Elder. Till we meet again, and until next time, deuces.